Never, ever, ever put these 6 things on your face after 50 if you want your family doing a double take at the next dinner. I've spent 30 years doing makeup under the most unforgiving lights in Seoul and Hollywood, and I watch women over 50 make these mistakes every single day. I say this with love, the way your sharpest friend would over a glass of wine. Number 3 is something you were actually taught to do at the beauty counter. And number 1, the industry will never breathe a word about it because it's the one thing standing between you and looking 20 years younger. So watch till the end. But first, the 12 Korean hacks that fix every last one of them, counting down to the one I would defend with my life. Number 12, warm everything in your palms first. Korean artists never apply anything cold, straight from the jar. We warm a small amount of moisturizer or foundation between our palms at the vanity, then press it into the face with flat, warm hands. Warm product melts into mature skin. Cold product sits on top and needs rubbing, and rubbing is tugging, and tugging, darling, is aging. 10 seconds of warmth is the difference between makeup that looks painted on and makeup that looks like your own skin on a very good day. Sounds almost too simple, I know, but the next one is the ritual half of Seoul swears by. Number 11, the 7 skin method. In Korea, women layer a watery, hydrating toner in thin coats, pressing each one into the skin with their palms in front of the bathroom mirror. 5, 6, sometimes 7 layers before a drop of makeup. Why bother? Because mature skin is thirsty, and thirsty skin grabs foundation unevenly, goes patchy by noon, and shows every fine line like a roadmap. Flood the skin with water first, and your base glides on, sits in the skin instead of on top of it, and that crepey texture on the cheeks softens beautifully. Now that your canvas is drinking, let's talk about what goes in the bottle. Number 10, a drop of glow in your base. On the back of my hand, I mix one single drop of liquid luminizer into my foundation before it ever touches the face. One drop, no more. It thins the coverage just enough that it physically cannot go cakey, and it gives the whole complexion that lit from within Finnish people pay facialists for. The glow comes from inside the base, not sprinkled on top, so it never reads greasy. But glow only flatters a face that's framed correctly, which brings us to your brows. Number 9, the straight, soft brow. That thin, high, penciled arch with the dramatic tail. It pulls the whole face severe and honestly, older. Korean brows are straighter and softer. Brush the hairs up with a spoolie, fill with light powder strokes, and never let the tail droop downward, because a drooping tail drags the entire eye down with it. Soften the brow, and the face softens with it. I've watched this one change take years off before we touched anything else. And speaking of the eyes, the next hack is where harshness goes to die. Number 8. Tight line in soft brown, not black. A hard black line drawn around a mature eye shrinks it and hardens everything. Instead, press a soft brown pencil right into the roots of the upper lashes, little pressing motions along the lash line, then smudge with a small brush. The lashes look thicker, the eyes look bigger, and there is no harsh line to sit in a crease by lunch. Leave the lower waterline alone entirely. Openness is youth, darling. Now let's carry that softness down to the mouth. Number 7, the gradient lip. A hard, dark lip liner with matte lipstick feathers into every little line around the mouth by mid-afternoon. The Korean way is a blurred lip. Tap a lip tint into the center of the lips with your fingertip. Blur it outward toward the edges, then press a balm over the top. The color looks like it bloomed there naturally, nothing bleeds, and a softly blurred edge quietly disguises a thinning lip line. The lips are the frame. The cheeks, though, the cheeks are the lift. Number 6, cream blush placed high. Powder blush clings to every dry patch on mature skin, and placing it low on the apples drags the face downward. Use a cream formula. 2 small dots tapped along the top of the cheekbone with your ring finger, swept slightly up toward the temple. The cream melts in so the flush looks like it's coming from within, and the high placement lifts the face in a way nobody can quite put their finger on. On set, I've seen this one swap wake up a tired face in under a minute. And once the cheeks are lifted, let the light do the rest. Number 5, light is your facelift. Tiny points of subtle liquid highlight, never glitter, never chunky shimmer screaming from across the dinner table. A soft pearl tapped on the top of the cheekbone, the brow bone, the inner corner of the eye, a whisper on the cupid's bow. Placed correctly, light lifts the face the way a surgeon charges 6 figures for. Placed wrong or formulated cheap, it magnifies every bit of texture. So the rule is simple. Liquid or cream, finely milled, and only where the sun would naturally kiss you. But even perfect light can't save you from the next habit. Number 4, retire the all-over powder. I know this one stings. You were told powder sets everything, and it does. It sets your makeup and it sets your wrinkles in cement all before your first coffee refill. Korean artist spot set only. A whisper of finely milled powder pressed exactly where you crease or shine, the sides of the nose, the chin, maybe the center of the forehead. The cheeks stay dewy, the under eyes stay creamy. A face that's part luminous and part matte reads dimensional and young. A fully powdered face reads flat, and flat is aging. Hold that thought because this habit comes back in our mistakes. Number 3, press, never drag, and keep it sheer. Watch a Korean artist work a cushion compact and you'll notice she never swipes. She bounces the puff along the cheek in little stamping motions, laying down the sheerest possible layer everywhere and building only where it's needed. A touch more on the redness around the nose, a tap on a dark spot, and the rest of the skin stays visible. Freckles, softness, life. Dragging a brush across mature skin pulls product into every fine line. Pressing melts it all together into 1 second skin finish, and it uses half the product too. Number 2, the mist finish. After the makeup is done, spray a fine facial mist and gently press the whole face with clean hands or a damp sponge. That step fuses foundation, blush, and skin into one surface. Any powderiness dissolves, any hard edge melts, and the face takes on a soft focus finish that looks born there, not applied. Keep one mist on the vanity and one in your handbag because a midday spritz revives a tired afternoon face faster than any touch-up powder ever will. And now, the one I would defend with my life. Number 1, change the foundation itself. You can hydrate, press, and mist all day long, but if the formula in that bottle was designed for a 25-year-old, you are fighting it every single hour you wear it. There is one foundation made for mature skin. It helps to blur fine lines, smooth texture, looks natural, not heavy, and it is almost impossible to oxidize because its color-changing technology adapts to your skin the moment it touches your face. It starts out white, and as you blend, the pigments adjust to your exact tone. No orange shift at noon, no settling into lines the way traditional formulas do. It is called Luxe. It's not in stores yet, but it's the best-selling foundation on Amazon right now, loved by hundreds of women, and my mature clients ask for it by name. So the link's in the description, or scan the QR code on your screen. If it's gone, it's gone. And results may vary, of course, because every face is its own story. Now pour that glass of wine, darling, because we have arrived at the 6 mistakes. Some of these are habits. One of them you were taught. And number 1 is the one the industry has quietly profited from for decades. Mistake number 6, foundation on bare, dry skin. If your makeup looks patchy, grabby, or cakey by 10 in the morning, this is usually why. Mature skin without prep is an unprimed wall, and the paint sinks in wherever it pleases, clinging to every dry patch. Moisturizer first, a quiet moment to absorb, then makeup. Skipping it doesn't save you time. It costs you your afternoon face. Mistake number 5, heavy concealer under the eyes, then baking it. That thick triangle of concealer set with a mountain of powder was invented for drag stages and 22-year-old skin, and I say that as someone who adores both. On a mature under eye, it creases within the hour and adds shadows exactly where you tried to erase them. Use a thin, hydrating concealer only on the actual darkness, pressed in with the ring finger, set with the lightest dusting or nothing at all. Less under the eye always reads more rested. Mistake number 4, black liner ringed all the way around the eye. Top, waterline, bottom, closed like a fence. It made your eyes pop in 1985, I'm sure. On a mature eye, it shrinks everything and turns soft eyes hard. You already know the fix from hack number 8. Soft brown, upper lashes only, smudged. Open beats outlined, every single time. Mistake number 3, and yes, this is the one you were taught. Powdering the entire face to set your makeup. Every beauty counter in America preached it for decades. A full pass of powder so everything stays put. On young skin, fine. On mature skin, that all-over powder is exactly what turns a beautiful base cakey and gray by 2 in the afternoon, settling into lines you didn't even know you had. Spot set only, like we covered in hack number 4, and let the rest of your skin breathe and glow. Mistake number 2, full coverage matte foundation to hide texture. I understand the instinct. Cover the enemy. But heavy matte doesn't hide texture, it upholsters it. Every pore and every bit of crepiness gets a flat, opaque coat that makes it more visible, especially in daylight and in flash photos, where thick matte formulas flash back and wash you out entirely. Texture is softened by light and hydration, never by coverage. Sheer, luminous, buildable. That is the language mature skin speaks. And mistake number 1, the one the industry will never tell you about, the foundation formula itself. Traditional foundations are built on pigments that oxidize. The oxygen in the air and the oils in your own skin literally change the color on your face. Usually darker, usually orange, usually within a couple of hours. So the shade you matched so carefully at the counter is not the shade you're wearing by lunch. The industry has known this for decades. And their answer was to sell you 40 shades and a color matching appointment instead of fixing the chemistry, because a foundation that goes wrong keeps you walking back to that counter. And now you understand exactly why Luxe took the #1 spot on my list, darling. Color adapting pigments make oxidizing nearly impossible, which is precisely what the traditional bottles cannot offer you. The link's still in the description, and the QR code is right there on your screen. So let's land this plane together. Warm it in your palms. Hydrate in 7 thin layers. 1 drop of glow in the base. Straighten and soften the brows. Brown at the lash roots. Blur the lips. Blush high and cream. Let light do the lifting. Set only where you must. Press it in sheer, mist it into one skin. And put a foundation on your face that actually adapts to you. Then walk away from bare skin application, heavy baked under eyes, the black fence around your eyes, the all-over powder they taught you, matte full coverage, and any formula that changes color behind your back. Do all 18 of those things, and I promise you, the next time you sit down across the table from your family, somebody is going to ask what on earth you've done differently. And you can smile, sip your coffee, and say, good lighting. Thank you for spending this time with me, darling. Grab Luxe through the link in the description or the QR code on your screen, and I will see you in the next one.